what does the money and finances hold for Leo? As far as money is concerned, money is fine, but there is a lot of fear attached to money. Money is pretty much okay, but there is so much of fear or insecurities which is coming out of from so many sources, which could be your immediate atmosphere, from the news channels or anything. It's just a fear. So fear is something, false evidence is appearing real. So it's not the reality. It's not a reality that everything is gone down the drain. No, it's just a fear. So the fear can be worked upon, and fear is always a good factor as well. How it is good? Because it kind of refrains you from doing things which could have been wrong otherwise. So fear is actually very good. So for Leos right now, even though I'm telling you that you need to come out of that fear, but to a certain extent that fear has helped you to survive and not get into the wrong zone because of that fear. So when it comes to money, I don't see any problems for Leos. It's just an inner fear which can be worked out, and there is a lot of I can see a lot of good energy coming up, say in March and April. There is some opportunity which is going to strike, and you'll have to really immediately get it, Leos. It's going to be something like once in a lifetime. It could be any opportunity in work, in relationships. I'm seeing something really good coming up between March and April. So look out for that. In terms of fear, for your money, I'm going to give you some kind of remedy which will help you to, sustain your money factor. Okay, so you don't want to part with your money as well. At times, there is a lot of resistance in, say, like whenever you are paying your bills or whenever you are paying anything, give it with a lot of gratitude. You are taking a service, and you have to pay for that service. So we should not get into that mode that now so much money gone here. Also, we are utilizing certain things, right, for which there is an exchange in terms of money. So when we resist some things, we don't want to give that, it will not come back. So give it with a good heart and allow it to come back in multiplied folds. So the good tip for you, Leos, is that when you're giving money or when the money is going out from your space, you bless it and always fold the money. Like if you have the note, you fold it inwards, and you, like how you give your visiting cards to people. So you fold the money, the two ends should come back towards you. When you fold it and you give it like this to whosoever, even if it's like your maid or a rickshaw wala, give it with both the hands, the money like this, and in your mind say, I bless you, may your needs be met with this money which I am giving right now, and let this money multiply 15 times, 20 times, 100 times and come back to me in my space. That's a little bit of a short prayer that you can do. So give the money with folded, the two ends folding coming back towards you, and give it with lot of gratitude to the other person, so that it will come back the energy with multiplied folds, and give it with lot of happiness. Do not crib, do not feel bad about the money going out of your space. So and you can visualize that much more money is coming back to you. So that resistance should not be there. That's the tip for you in terms of your money. Leos have a natural charm, and people come attracted to you like how kind of like bees come and swarm towards a flower. So that's the charm of Leos. Most of the time they have wonderful relationships, really blessed in terms of relations, where their goodness reflects, the goodness of their heart actually reflects, it kinds of spreads sweetness and fragrance around, so people love the Leos. Leos are something like, we're blessed to have a Leo in our family if somebody's a Leo, so in terms of relationships, I see that except for being overly possessive, overly protective, this is something which we can't avoid. The Leos cannot avoid that, of being extra protective or extra possessive about their relationships, but otherwise it's beautiful. The relations are absolutely, like you could say, perfect. So yeah. So in addition to that, little patience required. सब कुछ अभी के अभी चाहिए. Like impatience, थोड़ी सी, जरा सा होले होले. If something is not coming to you, little patience. तो relationships में भी थोड़ा सा धैर्य रखिए. So अच्छे तो है ही, but और भी bloom करेंगे if you have little more patience. So Leos are always givers in life. Leos are always having a giving hand. They feel little bit low when they want to receive. They have closed their receiving in, even in health it reflects, because the mental health and your physical health are always attached. So you're always wanting to give in life, whether it's love, whether it's protection, whether it's money, gifts, or anything that you want to provide to your family. You're always a giver. You're the last person to receive. That's wrong. At the end of the day, you have taken up a human form and you have a responsibility towards yourself as well. So see this beautiful card here. See this. Let yourself receive without guilt. So this is something you really need to understand. For your health, it's important that you should also receive equal amount of love, energy, or anything for your growth. It's important that you don't block that. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty that I have to immediately do something just because somebody has done for me, so I need to return back the favor. No. Allow it, because the universe wants you to receive it through this person, through that person, and it's karmically they have come into your space to give you. So accept it. Accept it with grace. Do not feel always this obligation of returning things back. So that will be like one factor when you learn to, forgive yourself as well. There's a lot of guilt also. A lot of pain happens, guilt happens in the state when you feel guilty about not being insufficient, or sometimes not being able to do certain things for somebody. That is one thing which will create illnesses in the body. So sometimes you have to understand that there are certain limitations that I can do only to a certain level, and I did it to the best of my ability. Had I been more capable, I would have done it, but I may have certain other restrictions in terms of my mindset, my body, my surroundings, my situations. So you did the best in your capacity. So don't have to keep too much guilt stored inside. So your health is asking you to first do a lot of self-forgiveness work as well. So appreciate yourself once in a while, that you also deserve to be like a human, not always like God giving. थोड़ा आने भी दो कभी. So Leos, I can see a really tremendous 360-degree change coming up this year, and I'll tell you the time period as well. It's approximately after the 5th of May. After the 5th of May, you can see some kind of a huge change coming into your life. In the beginning, you may feel that, that what the hell is this happening? But that is going to actually take you towards your ultimate fulfillment. It's important that you remain, like the life's journey, that you've been always a very positive person, and you have been spreading a lot of positivity as well. But at times there may be certain people who breaks you down, who kind of completely ruins you, shatters you into pieces. So you need to create boundaries there. I spoke a lot in the beginning about the boundaries. So for Leos, it's very important. Though it's a tiger, it's a sher of the jungle, though it has the power. Everybody's scared of Leo, but certain times even Leos have to draw boundaries to certain people who can emotionally tear them apart or break them into pieces. So your boundaries should be very clear. Do not get associated with certain people, situations, circumstances who drain you out. So that was one thing about the life's journey. And now about your inner child. Let's see what your inner child wants to tell you, Leos. About your sleep, Leos, your inner child always wants to have so much of sleep. Like it had it like if one boon is given to you, then you would feel that you want to sleep forever and ever and ever. So I think you need to really, your inner child is body wise it's drained, it needs a lot of rejuvenation, lot of sleep. Catch up with some kind of spa therapy or any kind of body massages. I think you really need to catch up on your sleep. Your inner child is craving to get good sleep, so that's what something which is like 80% of your energy is about your sleep. So if you are deprived of your sleep, your energetically you may feel drained as well. So that is something you really need to catch up on your sleep to get your inner child satisfied. So my dear friends, I'm really so grateful to you once again. My heartfelt gratitude to all of you. A big namaste to everybody. I hope that you enjoyed my readings and predictions, and we covered all the zodiacs as much detailed that I could go into. As many things which are supposed to be important for this year, and whatever the timeline that allowed me. In case you would want to personally connect with me, I will be putting down my email ID and my contact details. You could feel free to connect with me, and I would be more than happy to offer you guidances and readings for the year ahead in terms of your personal life or any kind of other issues or concerns that you have been facing. That's it. I would just take your leave, and once again, thank you so much with all my heart. Lots of gratitude, and wish you all a fabulous 2021, and may all your dreams and desires and everything come true. God bless you.